Scale. So Scale is a very, very strong project that really the price doesn't make sense. Like, overall, it's been used pretty well. Development's been good. It's one of the fastest sort of layer 2s knocking about. We're going to take a look at where things are at, where the price is at, and where this can go this year. Now, before I get into any of it, if you are new to this channel, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. Now, in the videos, I showed myself buying these cryptos. These were coins that I thought were going to do very, very well. They were going to make a lot of money, which is obviously why I wanted to buy them up. And these are what these coins were worth when I recorded and released the videos. And these are the highs that these coins ended up hitting in the last bull cycle. And what your profits would have been if you'd just popped $100 into the coins when I released the vids and sold in the last bull cycle. And in that time, a $2,600 investment would have made you over 123 grand. Now, we are in a bull cycle right now. And if you are sitting on cryptos that are not making you money, that you're not happy with, not confident in, you got to get that sorted. And if you don't know where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. So whenever I find any crypto that I think is going to do very, very well, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, the reason I'm buying it, and the price that I'm going to be buying it at. So my members can copy along exactly. There is no work for my members. They get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, so they make the same profit. And if you jump onto my site, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. They're, of course, based on some of the past successes we've had, which is also on the site. Whether that's a quick flip meme coin the members got in on, that in 2 weeks did about 300x. Whether it is Phantom, which in the last bull cycle, obviously Phantom is now Sonic, but in the last bull cycle, Phantom was one of the biggest gainers, and my members got in at 0.5 cent, and it went up nearly 700 times. That made some of my members millionaires. This is all public record. It's all on the history of this channel, so you can verify it all. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, the way you find out, guys, is joining up on the site. Now, Scale. So Scale launched in 2020 and in the 2021 cycle did pretty well. You know, it went from about 10 cents to just above $1, $1.22 to be exact. Now, obviously, it is a way off that. It's about 60th of that right now. And it's quite bizarre, frankly, because it is a very, very strong project. Now, there are a lot of coins, and there are 6 billion, just shy of, and there's going to be a max supply of 7 billion. In terms of unlocks, there are some small unlocks on a kind of constant basis. So August 26th, as an example, is 21 million scale, so that's a bit more, but these are all validator rewards at this point. So the bigger releases are validator rewards, the smaller releases tend to be for Ecosystem Fund or the Foundation. And maybe it's the validators that are just selling. Maybe that's causing the sort of pressure to the downside. It's a blockchain network. It's designed to power dApps. They have 0 gas fees. It is high performance and it has limitless scalability. The way they've built this is actually very, very clever. So they have an Ethereum virtual machine compatible network with interconnected layer 1 blockchains that are referred to as scale chains. So each individual chain can be specific to a single dApp or shared amongst similar dApps. So if you think about it as a game, like if you have developed a gaming project, having a scale chain that is only for the game could be brilliant in terms of there's no downtime, there's no lag, there's no issues for any of the gamers. It's a very good idea, the way they've built this, like I said. And scale chains can be built endlessly. It was built by Jack O'Halloran and Stan Kladko. O'Halloran is the co-founder and CEO of Scale. Is a tech entrepreneur specializing in blockchain and decentralized systems. Continues to hold a strategic advisor role at Actana, a life sciences company founded in 2008. Kladko has a PhD in physics prior to co-founding Scale, worked as a tech exec at Silicon Valley for over 16 years, co-founded several other companies, including Galactic Exchange and Cloudessa. Now, again, because of the way they've built this, it's purpose-built for high-performance dApps. And with zero gas fees as well, the amount of money that's been saved is staggering. So they have done just shy of 1.6 billion transactions. They have saved people over $12 billion in gas fees. There are 59 million unique active wallets. But then when we actually look at the Skale holders, it isn't that good. I mean, it's saying 28,000. Now, it is worth noting that's probably specific to Etherscan. Maybe if we've got a bit more info on Skale. Green Giddy Dinner. What the hell is that? So, daily transactions about 1 million. So again, the numbers are good here, right? There are plenty of blockchains out there. There are layer ones out there that are doing 60,000 a day, 40,000 a day. Some of them are doing 4,000 or 5,000 a day. And some of them have bigger market caps than Skale. So the numbers here, again, don't particularly make sense. It's very, very odd. It's very, very odd. Active accounts wise, again, you're looking at like on a daily basis, 600,000 plus active accounts. This is obviously Nebula's Gaming Hub stats, but this is all based on Skale. It's very unusual. Number of transactions on Nebula obviously keeps rising daily. Good numbers here. And again, I mean, Masari is a very well-regarded sort of assessor of blockchain projects. They have hugely high, hold Skale in hugely high regard, saying it's one of the fastest or the fastest layer 2. I mean, obviously we have since, layer 1, but we've since had like layer 1s come out that have the potential to be faster. But again, just numbers. Partner app chains on Skale, 3 million unique active wallets. You've got 10 billion plus dollars saved by users, 681 million transactions and counting. The future is, so this is Jack O'Halloran, obviously one of the co-founders. The future winners of blockchain will be the projects that bring valuable innovation to market. Promoting that your chain can do huge transactions per second numbers is a snooze. You have to bring real differentiated value to gain market share. He's kind of right. Like, the thing is he's technically right, but make no mistake about it, huge transactions per second does matter. It's the new shiny thing. And you've got to bear in mind what the audience is. The audience within crypto is huge retail investment. Yes, there are institutions now, but huge retail investment is still a big thing. And you've got to understand that retail investors still will look at simple things like transactions per second. And when a new project emerges, such as Aptos, such as Sui, that have huge potential, theoretical transactions per second, it becomes of immense interest to retail investors and, frankly, institutions. So while he is correct that there has to be more than just that, don't sleep on that. That's an important factor that draws in retail investment. It just simply does. Now, Skale itself, network stats, like I said, pretty damn good. This is clearly undervalued based on the numbers. Because, frankly, you've got so many active users on a daily basis. Should have a market cap well north of 100 million, well north. It should be bare minimum, from my perspective, $1 billion based on the numbers that are happening. They've got some interesting projects on here as well. 5 stars is, and by the way, I really like the way Skale have set things up. They've got pre-token generation event projects here. So if people are interested in getting involved, they can do early doors. Maybe they're going to do every project's different, but some might do an airdrop. Some might just be like the people that played or participated in a project before the token generation event get a better price. There's a ton of ways this can happen, but doing that really does give people an opportunity to get in early doors on something that could be very, very good. As you can see, the ecosystem now is enormous. It's set in alphabetical order, and I'm scrolling quite a lot, and we're only on C. We can check out Skale chains as well. So these are all the different chains. And as you can see, Calypso Hub is doing 300 over 300,000 daily transactions. You've got Nebula's Gaming Hub doing over 1 million in daily transactions, although obviously we've just checked Nebula Hub is about 500,000, so that's not quite accurate. App chains wise, you've got Crypto Blades. That was a very popular game. That's doing 55,000 transactions a day. You know, some of the numbers here, again, really, really good. You cannot knock this. You can stake, of course. You can stake your scale. You have to read all the terms and conditions and blah, 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 blah. And then you connect your wallet and you click stake scale. And you decide which one you want, which validator you want to use. So say I wanted to use O1 node. So their validator fee, 10%, but the minimum delegation is 1,000 scale, which is approximately $20, right? I think this is really good as a project. I think this is really good. I think it's to a degree being slept on. Obviously, competition now is enormous in the layer 1 space and layer 2 space. We see tons emerging all the time, but usage here is excellent. I certainly think this is going to have some rise. Only downside, I suppose, for Scale is volume isn't amazing, but Scale are developing on a constant basis. One of the criteria for Binance, I mean, no one really truly knows the full criteria for delisting, but Binance certainly say that within their criteria that if a project is stagnating, if they're not developing, if they're not innovating, that they can be delisted. There's no danger of that with Scale. They are constantly innovating. So I don't think they're at risk of delisting. I think the volume's probably good enough. And to be fair, some days they have great volume. At the very least, I think this is getting back to 20 cents. I think this is a $1 billion project. I think there is a world that this could start with good innovation, with renewed interest and renewed vigor in the market. I think this can get back to maybe 40, 50 cents. I think 50 cents is a really fair target, actually, because, again, underlying numbers here are good. And when interest peaks, the underlying numbers rise and rise and rise and rise. And it wouldn't take much, particularly with just price action rallying, for all of a sudden the daily transactions to double, for all of a sudden the dedicated app chains to have doubled the transactions because people are starting to play different games on Scale or participate in DeFi or whatever. So I don't think it takes much. I think 50 cents is still a very fair target, which is a huge rise from where it is right now. It just requires a bit of sort of standard traditional business practices. The team need to promote, they need to market, they need to show how this differentiates and how this is better from the competition out there. Really highlight the sheer volume of money that has been saved from network participants in terms of gas fees. These things will, because there's millions of people that are investing in crypto. A lot of them will not know. Plenty will, and plenty might not be interested, but a lot will not know. And a good marketing campaign can bring in retail investors and push this project's price up. And again, it is a snowball effect. The price rises, developers there'll be a development surge because developers will want to get in on something that's underlying price is rising as well. And innovation continues. It is quite simple in that regard. But I am interested to hear what people think, because obviously the price has dropped off a ton. It's got a lot of downward pressure. It has to break through that. So how high do you think it can go? Do you think it's even going to break through the downward pressure? Maybe it just dies. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And guys, we are in a bull cycle, and if you are sitting on coins you're not happy with, not confident in, that aren't making you money, sort that as soon as possible. If you're not sure where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share the coins that I own with my members. Whenever I find any coin that I think is going to do very, very well, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, the many reasons I'm going to be buying it, and the price I'm going to be buying it at. My members get in and out of coins, same price, so they make the same profit. On my site, you can see the profits my members have made, the successes that led to many of those profits. Obviously, Phantom was one of the big ones. Phantom in the last bull cycle, from when my members got in, went up nearly 700 times. It made some of my members millionaires, which is public record. It's all on the history of this channel, so you can verify it. And if after doing all of that, you want to find out the cryptos that I expect are going to be the big winners in this bull cycle, all you have to do to find out is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.